Hello, everybody, to the BHR Gemar Management Series live here from Phoenix 2008 version here in iRacing. We get set here for race number 4 of the very first season of the BHR Gemar Management Series. Currently qualifying right now on track. So these guys getting some laps in. Currently our top 5 is we got. Actually, I don't know. It's actually not quite sure what that name is, so we're going to find out here. It looks like Andrew Singleton is on pole right now, J.R. Hager in second. Russell Caney currently third. John Horner fourth. Kirk Mills fifth. George Garcia. Richard Chess, Stephen Gale, Bob Mertz, Ryan Flanagan, and Sam Maleta, Jeff Price, Frederick Hofstad are all on track today. Actually, some first starters here. Andrew Singleton, never seen him, I believe, on track. That's the first start for him. Kirk Mills. Richard Chess, I may recognize the name, I'm not sure. Ryan Flanagan, I know Sam Maleta is in his first career start here tonight. So actually a lot of guys we have not seen much of the season, so we're interested to see exactly what they have for these guys. See these guys continue to turn laps. Here's Bob Mertz is going to cross the finish line, try to turn another lap, get a little bit faster if he can. Kirk Mills, number 4 Hooters machine. And this is the old Phoenix here in iRacing 2008 version of it, before the repave, which not only made the track, of course, newer pavement, more grip, but they actually made the dog leg, you see right here on the backstretch, they actually paved over the grass, and they can cut the dog leg, but there's an 8 version, that's all grass, so you can't exactly cut that dog leg, so it's going to be really hard to... As it goes through the dog leg, they kind of get a little bit bunched up there, and it's a little bit harder. But qualifying looks like it is now wrapped up here. So as these guys start to grid, and we're going to wait for some guys to load in here before we go through our LCTV starting grid, though. As right now, it looks like guy's gonna grid up here, so there's our pole sitter gridded. So we'll run through the starting grid here tonight from the Phoenix 2008 version of the BHR Gemar Management Series. Starting on pole is Andrew Singleton with a 27.413 to his outside. J.R. Hager 02 machine, only about exactly a tenth off actually, so it's pretty exciting right there. Row 2, we have Russell Caney. In the number 80, next to him is John Horn, in the number 14 machine. Then row 3 here tonight, we have Kirk Mills and George Garcia. Row 4 is Richard Chess, in the number 54 machine, and Stephen Gale in the 8. Behind them, we have, looks like Bob Mertz in the 75 machine, Ryan Flanagan to his outside, and then behind them, in the final row here tonight, row 5, we have Sam Iota and along with Jeffrey Price. That right out your field here tonight. No Ryan Worley actually, so last week's winner did not make the field here tonight, unfortunately. But these guys are gonna race. So they basically starts rolling here, and the field gets going. Looks like, yeah, Ryan really just missed the race as he's telling this right now in Discord. That's very unfortunate. But, definitely unfortunate, but nevertheless, still got his teammate in there, so that's good for him at least. But Andrew Singleton on pole here. Midfield to the green flag here from Phoenix, race number 4 to the BHR Gemar Management Series. Pace car going to turn down on the pit lane. There it goes. The field now in the hands of Andrew Singleton. Andrew Singleton's green flag is out underway here. Race number 4 from Phoenix. Great job on a 22 machine. That's just clear. J.R. Hager goes into turn 1. Here goes Russ Caney now. Trying to follow him up with that second position now. Can't quite complete it. Shaker has run off the corner. John Horn tight off of turn 2 already. Side by side through the dog leg they go. Kirk Mills trying to go underneath the 50 machine of George Garcia. As John Horn now hits the outside wall in turn 3. Contact made. Everybody manages to save it. And already the 14 having some issues here. There's the 57 connection issues. There's the number 8 machine right there, Stephen Gale. 54 of Richard Chest. And you see the damage already to John Horn. And you have Bob Mertz. The 43 machine of Ryan Flanagan. Jeffrey Price, and Samuel Etta. Andrew Singleton will lead the field with green right now. It's a good arc through turns 1 and 2. Just kind of gets that good run into the back straightaway. There's curbing right there you can go on. It doesn't really help your car turn at all, so it's really does kind of slow you down. It's pretty much like rumble strips you see right here. Trying to pull away from second place Jared Hager, who missed last week, so try to rebound as else can. He tries to fight and challenge that second position. Can't quite get it, however. Now the entire field single file right now. Actually, we're going to look here with our LTTV gyro cam on the number 2 machine of J.R. Hager. Right border with him here a lap around Phoenix. He's just kind of not a lot of banking here, more banking than tracks similar like New Hampshire, but nowhere near as much banking as Dover. As the very sideways into turn 1 for both the 22 and the O2 machine right there. Right down the front straightaway, and now into turn 1. Get hard on those brakes. Got to try to enter wide, kind of arc it in just a little bit. See J.R. Hager actually gain a little bit of time right there in our race leader. Then now going to go through the dog leg here and break at the Chevy logo. Down hard on the brakes. J.R. Hager slides up the track just a bit, but should get the arc off the corner to gain back some of the time he lost. Actually, gets a good run off of turn 2, or excuse me, turn 4. And trying to challenge. Oh, caution flag. John Horn goes around off of turn 4 on the front stretch. Struggles for him. But somehow the struggles in lap 1. Got the wall at a turn 2. Got the wall in turn 3. And kind of rub against it. So a lot of damage in that 14 machine. We'll take a look back at what happened to John Horn right here. So let's look here on the replay. I believe it was up for him. Guess it was. So I guess yeah, damage and the struggles continue for John Horn. He just goes into turn 3. Didn't brake early enough, where he got loose in a brake and got in the outside wall. And then it came right on him pretty much. And he tried to hold on to it, turn right, hit the inside wall pretty hard. It actually didn't spin all the way around, but caution flag was thrown anyhow. So there is that. We're going to go on board here with the 14 machine. That little spin into the inside wall, but he'll just use a fast break up 4 fresh tires and he'll be good to go. So, if you look back at what happened, he just went up the corner a little bit too hard and actually didn't hit the outside wall, but got back on the gas and it just got sideways on him. He tried to correct it, did not want to hit that wall. Wall was going fast and hit it pretty good, but he'll like the damage fixed, he'll be good to go anyhow. So, first caution flag of the night here on lap 7, as the leaders, or at least some of them are actually going to come on pit road, but some did not. It looks like 43 machines on pit road, 14 John Horn, it's a 5 of Samuel Etta, already a lot right side damage in that number 5 machine. May use a fast pair for that, but Andrew Singleton out here currently leading. And we'll suspend the first caution flag of the night. We're going to take an opportunity to go into the first commercial break of the night. Don't go right back.
I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to zero. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Scott Speed here at the iRacing headquarters. Exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. They've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
So start ignition, count to zero. I just wanna be a superhero.
We're live here to Phoenix on the restart here. Running to turn one, there's Andrew Singleton, Jared Hager, Ross Caney all in the top three. Jared Hager with a good run around the outside for the race lead. Can he clear him down the back straight away? And through the dogleg, has the advantage right now going into turn three. Caution flag comes out, that gives the lead to Jared Hager. Big wreck in the back.
Check that fourth, please.
50 machine goes around. Looks like the 45 Jeffrey Price is also involved. You see the 5 of Sam Aleda backs in the wall of 43. A lot of damage on his machine. It's Ryan Flanagan. We'll take a look back at what happened there. We didn't make it a full lap before caution flag was back out again. So I'm going to take a look back at what happened here. LCT replay. And I saw that 45 machine go around there. Not quite sure what exactly started it here, as it looks like now I finally found the issue. So it looks like the 50 machine got on the outside wall. Actually, no, it got Sowers off. It got Sowers off turn 2. Excuse me for that voice crack. He went around and hit the grass, came back up the track. Nowhere for Samuel to go. T-bones him. Hard hit there. 43 powers in. Actually, Jeff Price did not go around. I just saw him get close to the grass right there. So he did a great job to miss it. Let's look back what happened right here. A different angle. Oh, my throat's so dry. Alright. Go onto the roll bar camera here with the 50 machine of George Garcia. You see, gets sideways off turn 2, goes down the track, hits that grass, gets back up the track, and gets hit by Samuel Ed and nowhere to go, and gets hit by the 43 machine as well. Great job, F. Price, to get through that, as I said. Take a look here on board with the 45 machine of Jeffrey Price, as that all happened right in front of him. See the 50 machine go around, he hits the brake, slows down, bam, 5 machine gets T-bone 43, and he goes down to the grass to miss. A great job. It's actually, oh, looks like John Horn also got a piece of that, actually. I did not notice that. Trying to figure what happened to the 14 machine and all of that. I didn't know. Well, okay then. So it looks like, as the caution flag was already coming out, actually, John Horn got sideways in the dogleg. And went sideways, went down, hit the inside wall, and then came back up the track and didn't hit anything else. But that's certainly interesting. We'll look back here from a different angle of the wreck as a whole here. So look here from George Garcia on the 50 Red Bull Chevrolet. Just got loose, slid down the track, spun around, came right back up the track, and Sam Lyoretta, and then bam, 43 machine. Ryan Flanagan nowhere to go as well. And that happens here at the old Phoenix. That happened a lot in real life too when they used to run this version of the track, and just kind of slick, not a lot of grip, not a lot of room to really miss a wreck too, especially without the dogleg being there, and she just nowhere to go for the 5 machine, and it's kind of knocked around by the 43 right there. But I'm gonna go back live here now. They're actually lined up double file for the restarts. That's how much we're looking at those replays there. J.R. Hager leading the field to the green flag for the first time here tonight. He's on the gas, run away, and now not a great restart with the L2 machine. Ross King going to try to push him up ahead. As they go into turn 1, 02 on the inside, 22 on the outside. Uses the apron to turn a little bit. Comes off of turn 2. Goes a little bit wide. Is now looks like actually 22. Andrew Singleton has the advantage going into turn 3. So maybe the outside is as fast as they'll kind of drift into turn 1. And doesn't 3-star right there. And then looks like 22 now. Andrew Singleton has the lead off of turn 4. Get a lead right on back. And now go to try to pull away from the 02 machine. Jerry Hager, who was a big run right there. But slid up the track, got tight on exit, and lost all momentum because of it. And that will cost him some time in the race lead right there, but not any positions, which is nice for him. And actually looks like, oh, Jerry Hager's in the wall! Jerry Hager in the outside wall out of second place. He managed to gather back up, but only lose second to Russell Caney, but look back at what happened right there as we looked back at some guys down in the back. Maybe just loose on brake. Yeah, looks like he got loose under braking. Just got in the brakes, got out underneath him, turned to the right, tried to overcorrect this a bit, got on the outside wall, but nothing too severe. He can easily continue on with that and just continue right along with that. So he's going to stay right now in third place ahead of Kirk Mills. There you see Richard Chess behind him, currently in 5th position. Then you have Bob Mertz, George Garcia, and they're going around. John Horn goes sideways, overcorrects, hits the outside wall head on. Caution flag has not come out yet. As we wait for it, I guarantee it will come out here. No caution. There's the caution. There's Stephen Gale, actually, who for some reason fell way behind the field. So if we look back what happened to George Garcia as we kind of watched the last half of it there live. We saw both him and George Garcia get sideways. So John Horn and George Garcia both got sideways going into turn 1 right there under braking. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was George Garcia. I believe, in fact, it was. So you see George Garcia, he got sideways under braking, slid up the track exactly what Jared did, and hit the outside wall. Pretty good contact. But then behind him, 14 machine goes around. Just look back at what happened here. And number 14 of John Horn, he's already had a lot of chaos happen tonight. Already lap 1, got on the inside wall, got on the outside wall twice in 1 lap. Then he spun into the inside wall, cost the first caution, and then that last caution, he actually got sideways all on his own, going with the dog leg, hit the inside wall, and now again under braking, gets sideways going into turn 1. So just tough break is maybe just obviously not one of those better racetracks, and once you kind of have that one incident happen, you kind of lose a lot of your focus, and you kind of make more mistakes, and it kind of costs you more. But he's still good. He's still use a fast break, get back out there, he'd be good to go. Now I am actually curious, however, what happened to the 8 machine of Stephen Gale, who fell so far behind the field after he was, I believe, just outside the top 10. Because actually, I think I found it right here. So there's Stephen Gale. I'm just trying to find it. Went into turn 3. Oh, just got sideways like we've seen a lot so far. Got very sideways. Almost lost it. Drifts it down. Overcorrects just a bit. Locks it down. Manages to keep it off of pit road. So doesn't get a penalty or anything. Gets it back going. He's going to do some celebrating for the fans before it gets back going. And like, look at this. And that caution actually right there saved him since that happened to him. But pace car lights are already out. Lights are already out on the iRacing.com official pace car. Russell Caney actually will lead the field with the green flag this time. I'm curious to see if some guys pitted. Yes, it looks like some guys pitted, but not everybody. Never mind. How did Russell Caney get the lead out of that? I'm fairly confused by that. Well, I guess he somehow got the lead. There was so much chaos happening. It seems like the brake bias in his car is really, really low, so maybe some guys need to adjust their brake bias and whatnot to get it fixed. But the Coca-Cola Chevrolet Impala up front, currently P1. Russell Caney, our race 2 Daytona winner, risking for a biscuit 250. Pace car gonna make the left turn down on the pit lane. We're gonna get set here to go back. Green flag racing. There they go. They're on the gas already. Or maybe not. There they go. Out on the gas. Russell Caney with a great restart. Gets clear of Andrew Singleton on the start. Worked their way now down into turn 1. There goes the 4 machine with a great pass on the outside of Richard Chest. Gonna move Michelle to the podium finish, and big wreck in the back. Jerry Hager involved. Oh, similar into the inside wall. There's a 50 of George Garcia. Steven Gale gonna back going. Jeffrey Price got a piece of it. Pace car gonna get a piece of it too. And now, yeah, he's gonna get hit maneuvered by George Garcia, it looks like. But let's take a look back at what happened again here. As oh my goodness. Well, it looks like going into turn 1, everybody just kind of very aggressive. You see him about to go 4 wide here. The 43 machine just gets sideways, just kind of loses on his own. Clips the 50 of George Garcia, clips the 45 of Jeffrey Price. He goes around while they all stack up. Jerry Hager gets a piece of it right there. Then coming in late, Steven Gale nowhere to go. So you see him able to try to swerve to miss Jeffrey Price there. He's got sideways to the inside wall, nowhere for him to go really. And another fastest Paragon for a lot of the guys back here in the back. Look back here. She just kind of got on the gas and under throttle, got sideways, got into the 50, got in the 45, and that kind of stacked them up and just chain reaction pretty much. So tough break for a lot of these guys. As again, didn't take long for the caution flag to come out pretty much. So we're gonna take a look now from the 50 machine of George Garcia on board with him. See, just gets sideways and nowhere for him to go. He just clipped in the left rear, gets T-boned by 45 Jeffrey Price. He goes for a spin, loops it back around. Actually, now I'm going to go on board now with Steven Gale, number 8 machine. He was actually directly behind the 43 machine when this all happened. See, the 43 just hits the gas, gets sideways, goes around, just clips both of them, and then they go down the track, and Steven Gale gets into the left front of Jeffrey Price. You see him kind of come flying in there. Gonna go now onto the gyro cam with the O2 machine of Jerry Hager, as he was next to the outside wall, nowhere for him to go either. So already pretty much 2 big ones here at Phoenix. So he went to the outside, already knew he had his fast car, gonna try to make some spots, and all of a sudden it's a spinning car, gets up top, and bam, right in the back of Jeffrey Price, nowhere for him to go at all. Tough break for him, but there we go. Fastest pair used up here, and the double file about to go on a double file, man. Don't know what I'm talking about. But these guys getting set here to go back green flag here. Oh, Skinny, got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
So Russell currently up here in the lead, currently led 8 laps so far, with 110 laps to go. You've been up front most of the race. You're now find yourself in P1. How do you feel about your chances of winning tonight?
I don't feel like my chances are too high, but I want to push this car until she gives out on me. But until then, I'm just going to try my best and hopefully hold the lead.
Yeah, certainly. You see a lot of guys get sideways under braking here. Is the brake price a little bit too low, or how are you doing with the looseness under braking?
The brake bias is a bit iffy today, but unfortunately some of these guys can't get it to work properly, so I'm just hoping that we get some more green flag runs in and hopefully finish this thing on the green again like last week.
Yep, certainly, and wish you best of luck out there, Russell, and have a good night.
Thank you.
Alright. So that was your Race City Russell Canyon green flag. Gonna come out here. There it is. Green flag's out. We're backing away here. Good restart by the front row. Right there. As now they go hard the brakes into turn. Really see anybody get sideways in the back. Gonna put dicey. It looks like they actually made it. Right there, pretty clean. So someone went through wide back here in the Shrival. Now sideways side up front for the race lead. To Andrew Singleton trying to get back the lead he had since the start of the race. Going to stay on the outside of Russell Canyon. They're still side by side on the front straightaway. 22 leads that lap. Into turn 1, I believe the 22 might have him right here as he has the outside lane, pretty much preferred lane for passing. As there he goes. Gonna clear the machine. Russell Kennedy. Looks like Bomber is actually into the outside wall off of turn 2. Gonna cost him a lot of momentum. You can Stephen Gale to try to challenge that position. There's J.R. Hager up the track just a little bit right there, currently in 5th. This guy's Russell Kennedy get a little bit loose off turn 4. J.R. Hager on the outside wall, I believe. And now Kirk Mills looking for that second position. Trying to take it away here from Russell Caney. Right now into turn 3. Jared Hager actually underneath Richard Chess for that 4th position. Trying to see if he gets good enough run off of the corner to make the pass in the front straightaway into turn 1. And caution flag comes out as they're side by side. 43 machine around. Ryan Flanagan around in that number 43 Pennsylvania Chevrolet out of turn 4. Take a look back at what happened to him, as he will bring out our 5th caution flag of the night here tonight. And very interesting, actually. Looks like he just kind of got in the brakes, braked a little bit too late, didn't turn it hard enough in the corner, got the outside wall, got sideways stride, correcting it, and just locked it down, kept it off the wall after that. It's a great save overall, but he'll bring out the caution flag once again here tonight. And pretty much continue this under caution flags. Actually, now the race leader is going to come down pit road for the first time here tonight. Well, majority of them, all except for Jared Hager, actually, but these guys are going to come to pit road now. There's our race leader, 22 machine. Will anybody beat him off of pit road? It's the question. He came in P1. He would like to certainly leave P1 as he drops Jack. He's away. Russell Caney. Nope. Kirk Mills out 2nd. Russell Caney out 3rd. Which Richard Chess. And we got. No, actually, Richard Chess got 3rd. Russell Caney will get 4th, and they'll kind of file into the positions there. Jared Hager going to stay out here and try to lead some laps, or maybe even just stay out here and overall. So interesting to see how that works out for him. We're trying to bring the broadcast booth here. Jared Hager got a copy.
Yep.
So JR, find yourself currently in the lead. With some strategy actually staying out here on old tires. How do you feel about the set of tires you have? We know he's pitted earlier when he got caught up in one of those wrecks, so certainly not a huge disadvantage to you, but how do you feel about leading this thing?
It's I don't know how to feel about it. The tires are, it's hard to pass here at Phoenix, especially the way this track is right now. It's a one-groove racetrack. There really ain't a point in pitting right now, considering I only stayed out probably 5 laps, ran about 3 laps on the tires there, so I guess it's nice to be leading, but I'm going to try to hold them behind me.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of guys get really loose under braking. Even you yourself got into turn 3 there, got a little bit sideways, got on the outside wall. So have you adjusted your brake bias at all, or how are you kind of playing with the car when you're going on the corner?
Well, actually, the race officials have disallowed us from changing our front brake bias, so kind of getting used to it by now, but it's all over the place. I mean, you're tight in 1 and 2, loose in 3 and 4, but it's a fun track to drive, and I'm sure it's producing some great races.
And certainly, well, you're currently up here leading, and but I'll let you go here. You're going to go by green. Any shots we'll give you're leading up right now?
Russell for adminning.
Alrighty, Jared, good luck in the race, and talk to you later.
Thank you.
Alright, that is our current race leader, Jared Hager. Number 02, Hunt Brothers Pizza Chevrolet. As they're stacked up double file behind the pace car here once again. Ready to go down onto pit road for the 4th time or 5th time here tonight. iRacing.com official pace car down onto pit lane. There it goes, and now field's in the hand of Jared Hager as he steps on the line. But back to green here from Phoenix. Pretty good restart for 22 on the outside once again, as I believe he might have the advantage coming out of turn 2, as he has the preferred lane once again on the outside. He gets such a good run off the corner. He does. Jerry Hager going to try to hold off. Second place, Richard Chess, but there comes 54 Machine with a huge head of steam out of turn 2. As they go very hard into the corner. Some guys into the outside wall. Looks like John Horn, Bob Mertz, very close right there. This guy's shuffling all the play for Richard Chess. Oh, man. And another caution flag. 43 Machine around again. Ryan Flanagan was around here for the second time in a row. It's actually now the third time he's gone around all by himself. As you see, just kind of turning forward, much like last time actually. Just kind of gets out from underneath him, gets very loose, and he's going to go around for a slide. He locks it down, tries to keep it off the wall, and just instance wall really. Nothing huge there, nothing major to fix. But I'll put us on the 6th caution flag of the night here. You see, it just gets up underneath him. That's all it takes. Locks it down and just hits the inside wall, and the Checker Harder Parts logo right there. But, well, since we've already had an interview with 2 of our drivers, and back on the caution flag here, might as well take this opportunity to go on a quick commercial break. Don't go away, right back.
So, you want to race in NASCAR. The road starts here. Introducing the eNASCAR Ignite Series powered by iRacing. This is the gateway for all aspiring 13 to 16-year-olds. Starting June 20th, ignite your dreams of one day racing in the top tiers of NASCAR. Go to www.iracing.com/ignite for full details.
Like live here too, Phoenix 2008 version here in iRacing. The BHR Gemar Management Series. Currently under the 6th caution flag of the night, but ready to go back green flag racing now. Space car gonna go back down on a pit lane here. Once again, there it goes, and we now wait for the 22 machine to hit the lapel. There he goes, green flag back out. We're back on the way here from Phoenix. We're going to turn 1. Looks like clean so far. No trouble. Jerry Hager actually gets a good run around the outsides. Oh, we got a car spinning in a caution flag again. Big hits. Oh, they're wrecking in the triangle. John Horn goes around, I believe. No, 54 versus Chess, excuse me. And I saw 5 Machine Sam Loyola get hit by somebody there in turn 1. So, another caution flag here. Look back at what happened. Oh, the 45 of Jeffrey Price goes around. And there was help. Going to turn 1 here with 14 John Horns. Goes a little bit too aggressive and just slides the track in inside of Jeffrey Price. He goes sideways, actually goes down the track and saves it while the caution flag's already out. And nowhere for Sam Loyola to go as he goes down the track, and Sam Loyola And he is really hard to hit the inside wall. Then all of a sudden we have the 14 machine going around, or excuse me, the 54 machine going around in the tri-oval. EXO Terra car went around in the tri-oval. Back what happened right here is, it looks like, oh, Russell Caney came down the track into him. Maybe he just didn't know he was there. He goes through the grass, gets some airtime, and locks it down. Doesn't hit anything besides the grass, so good save by him. And took a look on board camera here from the 14 of John Horn as we had that contact into turn 1 with the 45 machine. Jeffrey Price has kind of got on a little bit too hard, maybe a little bit too late. Just slipped the track, and right inside the 45 machine, around goes Jeffrey Price down the track, and Sam Oya. I think you're gonna see up ahead the contact ahead of him as it is with the 54 machine around, and pretty chaotic for sure. Gonna go on board now with the 5 machine of Sam Oya. As you're going to be able to see here. Yeah, just any contact. He doesn't really seek the 43 in his blind spot. Oh, wow. Hard hit. He goes into the inside wall very lately. So that's another fast fair. I believe it's third or fourth he's had to use tonight. And we're only on lap 42. So tough break for him for sure. As now you see that Knock 5 fan scheme back and fixed all up right here. For Jeffrey Price actually did not use the fast fair, just has some left door damage right there. This is 43, 14 of John Horn. It's actually already stacked back up to a foul once again for the restart. Not quite sure how exactly that happened, but didn't take long at all, that's for sure. So guys ready to go back. Green flag race once again here. Jerry Hager got a good run around the outside actually. Kirk Mills is actually currently in the lead. Nope, never mind. I guess Jerry Hager just took the outside lane. Alright, pit car back down on the pit lane, and Jerry Hager leads the field with the green flag here once again. Green flag is out. We're backing away here from Phoenix. Jerry Hager with a great restart on the outside. This is going to turn 1 here. Goes the 4 of Kirk Hills on the bottom. Can't quite get it done though. He's going to fall in line behind Jerry for second. Also, Caney got to get around Bob Mertz, but now the crossover by Bob Mertz. So he goes look to the inside through the tri-oval. And then last week's third place finisher, Stephen Gale back there. And they number 8, Little Chevrolet. So it's still side by side. Looks like contact almost 3 wide. Back as Stephen Gale and Bob Mertz go side by side. As George Garcia is trying to pick up some spots right here. As Bob Mertz gets tight on the inside and has to back out of it now for the race leader because Kirk Mills is on the inside of Jerry Hager. Through the tri-oval they go and into turn 3. 02 on the outside of the 4 on the inside. And Jerry Hager kind of pin him down next to the yellow line. Looks like he will. He'll hold off Kirk Mills for now as he's going to lead that lap. Into turn 1, what can Kirk Mills do? Can he outbrake him? Looks like Jerry Hager, the 02 machine, will prevail off of turn 2. Clears the 4 machine of Kirk Mills. Get down and cut that dog leg right there. And looks like he'll be clear. As gets loose into turn 3 though, slides of the track, leaves the bottom open as there's contact now for the race lead. They both go sideways. And the Ford machine actually led that lap that time by. As Jerry Hager now gets a little bit sideways around the outside. He's going to have the momentum off the corner though. Takes that spot back away. And now that kind of lets Russell Caney and Stephen Gale, who got around the outside of Bob Mertz. And he's currently now in 4th. Have an opportunity here. Jerry Hager again, size of the track just a bit. And this time, no, he's just far ahead enough of Kirk Mills not to be able to lose that spot like he has the last couple of times. So now Kirk Mills has led that 1 lap now. He actually gets very tight off of the corner. Now, Russell Caney on his outside of the caution flag out once again here. And it's 54 machine, Richard Chest.
How you doing inside there? You feeling okay?
54 machine going around here off of turn 2. Going to take a look back at what happened to bring out the 8th caution flag of the night. And Looks like pretty much just a long, lazy slide from what I can tell. There's sorry about that, I was looking at something else. So you see he goes into turn 1, gets again just loose under braking, as we've seen that so many times here tonight, gets sideways, goes down track, oh, just goes 75 with Bob Mertz. He actually had it saved until that happened right there. And that's what brought the caution flag out. Once again here. So now we're going to go on board with the 54 machine. Goes into turn 1, just got sideways under braking, drifted it, whole corner, held the drift, so it's down the track, and clipped and hooked around. But I didn't hit anything besides that, so not really any significant damage to worry about. So now we're on board with the Monster Energy Chevrolet. He's right behind before Richard Chess, and actually made contact with him right here. So the 54 gets sideways. He's kind of off the gas, trying to lift, but doesn't want to give up too much time in case he doesn't cause a caution, and just kind of left for corner panel of him. But that's just what happens. So. Guys actually got like a pit stop right here. So let's see some guys pitted. Jared Hager, that's racing. No, never mind. Russ Caney, actually, Bob Mertz and Richard Jess all stayed out. So these guys will take the top 3 positions for now. And the question is, will they pit? I'm actually kind of surprised 75 and 54 didn't pit because they made the contact there and then brought out the caution. But they're not going to pit, so they're going to get 2nd and 3rd. Jared Hager now in 4th. There's Kirk right there in 5th. But basically, this is still on. We're going to continue to go back on a quick commercial break. Don't go away. Right back. Look live here to Phoenix 2008 for our race number 4 with the BHR Jamar Management Series. Currently, completion of lap 50, but about to go back green flag here. Look at your cautions flags here quickly. 8 caution flags, 27 caution laps. Technically changes, fast lap 27.618. Space car, about to go back on the pit road lane here for the 8th time here tonight. Also can leave the field back to the green flag.
Green flag.
There they go. Green flag is out. Back on the way here from Phoenix. Now, how will the old tires hold up against the new tires? There, see Eric. Oh, very tight on the corners. Contact. Bam! Hard to hit. J.R. Hager and Stephen Gale making contact.
Look here.
And they're both junked in turns 1 and 2. And the Knights caution flag comes out here of the Knights. But look back at what happened right here. And just a lot of chaoticness with guys on old tires versus new tires. You're going to see right here. You see Bob Mertz kind of slowed the track just a bit. Jerry Hager got into him and then nowhere for Stephen Gale to go. And then he gets, oh, wow, hard hit. Look what's going to happen now on board with Stephen Gale in the number 8 machine here. Kind of saw what's happening right in front of him. This guy's just a stack up. I don't think Jerry Hager expected him to check up right there, and he going up the track, and then, you know, just right rear, nowhere for Stephen Gale to go. But I mean, he got clipped in the right rear, and it was pretty much on from there. So, a break for all of them. Let's take a look now from the chopper. Kind of a weird accident action. No one to really put blame on specifically. It was kind of just a racing deal. Jerry Hager was being aggressive. He was on fresh tires, and kind of Bob Mertz kind of clipped the apron, up the track. Just made enough contact just so Jerry Hager got up the track. And if Stephen Gale wasn't right there, he would have been good. But it was, of course, wasn't Stephen Gale's fault either. Just wrong place, wrong time, and racing into pretty much and clipped John Horn. That's what caused him to go around. Actually got into Richard Chest. He actually managed to save that. Great save by him. So we're gonna actually go on board with him here. See this all happen in front of him. See the contact me right there. More contact. Bam. Hurt into the wall. Jerry Hager just got clipped in the right rear and spun it back in the wall just a bit, but pretty good save nevertheless. So back live here once again. As all these guys getting their fast repairs used and whatnot. Currently, Kirk Mills actually out front and in the race lead, or for Hooters Machine. Pace car turned its lights on for the back green flag here. Just brace on the inside in second. First up, he's actually been all night, so good run for him. That 45 Office Depot / Eaton Chevrolet. We saw him run last week as well. Of course, his teammate with the same paint scheme, just reverse, is not here tonight, unfortunately. But so Kirk Mills leads the field with the green flag. Pace car is in, or to go back green flag here from Phoenix. He's on the gas and back on the way here from Phoenix, and a good restart for the fourth. Kirk Mills. Now they work their way down into turn one. Will we see any contact being made? Looks like pretty clean so far, as you see now. Kirk Mills will clear Jeffrey Price. John Horn now right there in that spot. George Garcia got pinched there in the trials with the 14 and John Horn. Now the 14 got slid up, get into Los Cages. A bit more contact with the 43 and 80 machine. Now the 50 George Garcia on the apron. A bit of connection issues. They're 3 wide on the front straightaway. Now, the 50 machine will clear to them. He goes into the corner. And it was 54 machine. It's sideways, tads the outside wall. Manages to keep it straight though, thanks to the wall. And Jerry Hager getting held up by 43. There goes Stephen Gale down on low. He'll go around him. And now, John Horn still in front of Russell Caney. But feel on that exactly lasts as those guys are going to really racy. Jerry Hager and Stephen Gale. And go side by side here, maybe not. There's Russell Caney now underneath John Horn. It's going to be interesting to see if we can get a long reflex run in here or not. As 14 machine got to pinch Russell Caney down onto the curbing right there, very close. Great job by Russell Caney not to get loose there, clip the grass. He's actually going to go on down low, take that spot away. Now you see George Garcia get a bit sideways, almost getting the left for corner pin on John Horn. And now he does slide up into the track, into the 14 machine. His big connection uses as well. He's the 14 John Horn and slide up the track just a bit. Now Jerry Hager picking off another drive right there. Bob Mertz gonna lose that position. That is oh! What happened? John Horn into the wall. Out of 8th place. Hits the outside wall. Let's look back what happened right there. No caution flag. He managed to keep the car straight and safe. And you saw this guy's really battling hard. It looks like yeah, just got on the brace, got out from underneath him, slid almost into the back of the 50 machine. Great job to keep it off the 50 machine. He's gonna get on the outside wall pretty hard, but he'll just keep rolling here and hope for a caution. As now actually 43 machine Ryan Flanagan on the outside wall. But he also keeps the car straight. So Kirk Mills now currently holding off Jeffrey Price, who actually is not falling that far off of the pace. So gonna just stay kind of tucked in right there in second place, about half second back. Just kind of cruised there pretty much. Russell Caney also right there in third, gonna try to gaining some ground. He feels like I got a bit spread out. John Horn is going to go back around Bob Mertz here. As they throw each other, contact made, around they go. Hard to the inside wall. And it looks like the 50 machine, George Garcia also gets a piece of that right there. And I don't like to point fingers, but I think we definitely know who was that fault there. Oh boy. I'm not sure if we got sideways there or what, but we were on board right there with the 14 machine. He came down the track, so we're going to take a look back at what happened here. Let's see the replay once again now. As I kind of, whole corner was kind of screwed ever since he got on the brakes into turn 3, got sideways, so it kind of, again, makes you lose your focus. So that's the corner. And he maybe didn't know he was down there. Maybe got, no, I don't know. Actually, a bit of net code right there, and that caused them both to go around hard inside the wall. They both go, and actually, George Garcia did get, Richard Chess did get through that. It's a good job by him to miss that, but, take a look from an angle right here. As again, I'm not quite sure if he thought he was clear, if he got sideways. I can't really tell. So take a look back exactly what happened. As you see, 14 machine goes to the inside, 75 starts up the track, goes to the inside. Nothing wrong there. And it looks like the 75 just came down the track a little bit, and that was all it took for then 14 machine to get sideways, because bit of net code actually right there between the 14 and 75, and then the 75 gets sideways because of the net code, and they both slide down at the inside wall. Heavy hit right there. I'm going to go on board with the 75 machine of Bob Mertz. So I'm curious to see exactly. Yeah, I think he just came down. Maybe he didn't know he was on his inside, and then when they made the contact, got the 14s always east of the track. They never touched, actually. It was a bit of arrow right there, and the arrow knocked 75 machine around. So tough break for Bob Mertz as he actually now put it behind the wall. End his night here tonight, but up front it is the Ford machine of Kirk Mills, that Hoodoo Chevrolet. Led 11 laps so far here tonight. Not quite sure if they pitted there or not. As you also can give him some left taps right there. And the cautions kind of maybe wrestling around with them right there. Express let should go out this time or next time. That works too. Not quite sure exactly what it was, but look here. Check weather here tonight. 65 degrees, air temperature 1 mile an hour, wind direction to the north, 0% humidity, 0% fog, clear sky conditions, and in the late afternoon. So you see Samuel getting his last smack. And Mr. Kane wants to have an impression of his nose in the back of Kirk Mills' car. Give him some bump drafting on the base car. I don't think the bumper run works in a caution, but you can try it. As we're actually going to look at your 2008 track info here of Phoenix. Track length 1.01 miles. It's 4 turns, of course. Second elevation of 556.92 feet. Track temperature currently 74 degrees, and it's actually in Avondale, Arizona, and of course in the United States. So this will be your track info. But pace car lights are now off this time, guys. We have 70 laps to go here, so not even actually quite halfway yet, but certainly pretty close. As these guys, I guess that selected will foul once again toward the restart, and hopefully we don't have any more wrecks. That is the goal. So Kirk Mills actually has chosen the inside lane. Not quite sure why he would choose the inside lane, because the inside seems to be slow in the restarts going into turn 1 at least. So interesting call right there. Maybe he feels like he can make the inside work. So basically lights are out, and ready to make that hard left turn down onto pit lane. There it goes, and we're going to wait for Kirk Mills to get on the gas here and restart the race. There he goes on the gas. We're back green flag here from Phoenix. He's actually going to clear Escaney on the restart and get ahead in the lead as Jeffrey Frey side by side now underneath Russell Caney. But Price actually gets a good run off the corner. Here comes Jared Hager as well to try to challenge for that position right there. He wants second. Gets a little bit sideways in the trial. Great save right there. He's going to try to dive underneath Russell Caney, take away that third position, get into the podium spot. He'll get that spot indeed. He's not going to slide up in front of Russell Caney. Skinny tries the crossover, doesn't have enough of a run for it. And now he'll fall in line behind Jared Hager. Oh, going to turn one, get underneath him. Couldn't quite shove his nose in there enough to get around him. But Jeffrey Price giving all the pressure to Kirk Mills right now for the race lead. That 45 machine, he wants his race lead. As a caution flag comes out once again. And now Jeffrey Price in the outside wall. After the caution flag came out right there. And so George Garcia looks like he went around in the back straightaway. So look back at what happened here. To the number 50 machine. That brought out the 11th caution flag of the night. Looks like he just got loose out of turn 2 and looped it pretty much. So what happened right there, he slid down into the grass and just caught the end of the wall right there. And got some rear end damage on that pretty good. Got back going here. But it's under the 11th caution flag of the night. I'm going to go back live. And take this opportunity to go on another commercial break here. So go right back. Omega Live here to Phoenix International Raceway. I'm going to go back green flag here for the 11th time here tonight on LCTV, BHR Jamar Management Series. Kirk Mills will be back to the green flag here. Green flag is out. We're back on the way here from Phoenix. We go into turns 1 and 2 right now. Kirk Mills will be clear of Jeffrey Price, who's battle for third. Jared Hager and that battered 02 number 2 machine. And Russell Kane on his outside. And Jeffrey Price trying to go for the race lead. He's going to get blocked a little bit. Stephen Gale versus Chest side by side. Jeffrey Price sets up the track. Going to get a good run off of turn 4 though. Going to try to cross over. Kirk Mills is there a little bit blocking now. A little bit aggressive racing up front. To go into the corner. Here comes Jeffrey Price with a good head of steam down low. Gets a good run up to his door. It's going to have the advantage through the dog leg here. And into turn 3. So he'll take that spot away. That Kirk Mills pulls the crossover down low and get back underneath Jeffrey Price. Now actually looks like he may hold on to the race there. Jeffrey Price that was off of turn 4. And the 4 machine back on top. Now the swarm pylon is now going to turn 1. Side by side. So once again here, Jeffrey Price with a good run. Had steam off the corner, but can't quite pull it off because he got tight right there, almost at the outside wall. Jared Hager, as these guys get into battle side by side, he now gets into the fight here. Jeffrey Price goes sideways, backs it up into the wall. And now John Horn goes sideways in contact, and we have a wreck.
I think we're under.
Oh my goodness. There had like 4 different wrecks all happen at the same time. Well, that was insane. Russell Candy around into the outside wall. You see George Garcia. We saw Jonah Horn go sideways. Jeffrey Price caught sideways. That was crazy. What happened? Well, so we saw the original car go sideways. That was the 45 machine of Jeffrey Price. He got sideways into the outside wall. No harm, no foul to anybody else. He saved it. Then we saw... Oh, my bad. Then we saw... we saw the 80 machine go around. We saw the 50 machine go around. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly happened in that little pack right there. So there is 45 Jeffrey. And wow. Both Russell Candy and Stephen Gale simultaneously got sideways. Hit the apron, got sideways. Stephen Gale hits the pit road wall. Russell Candy goes around. They both simultaneously hit the apron. Tokyo drifted it and spun. Okay, so trying to count here. We had the one wreck with Jeffrey Price at the outside wall. We had Stephen Gale and Russell Candy both get sideways. That's 3 different wrecks. We had John Horn also get sideways on his own. And I believe all... No. This couldn't have happened. It did happen. Did it? Yeah, it happened. 3 cars all in a row got sideways and spun out. We legitimately had 5 different crashes happen at the same time. That was amazing. That was truly a gem right there. Well, we're gonna look on board here with the 50 machine of George Garcia to see. You see the 45 just racing the wall. There goes the 14, gets sideways trying to miss him. Both in front of him get sideways. He then goes sideways. See if he goes to the pit road wall. He overcorrects, goes to the racetrack, hits the outside wall. I am speechless. Wow, that was amazing. Like, I'm not, like, I'm actually speechless. Okay, well, so here you see Jeffrey gets sideways. John Horn gets sideways on his own. Goes to the track, hits Russell Chest. Russell Chest goes sideways, gets into the 43 machine, goes around. And they all wreck simultaneously. There's a 43 of Ryan Flanagan. He went around. And actually, I think cut off the inside wall. He's gotten 54 machine right there in order for him to go. Cut off the inside wall, though. Great job. But we're going to take a look here from the blimp camera shot just to show you what happened. So, we first see Jeffrey Price get to the outside wall right here. So, this is what started. Jeffrey Price got sideways going into the corner. He gets sideways. He goes sideways. He goes up into the outside wall. He doesn't touch nobody. Then you have, back in the back here, John Horn gets sideways. But then up front, you have Stephen Gale, Russell Candy. They both simultaneously hit the apron at the same time, right behind each other, go around. The car behind them, George Garcia, also does the exact same thing. And then, of course, you have the cars wrecking behind them from when John Horn got sideways. So, then you have John Horn. He gets sideways, trying to miss Jeffrey Price, I believe. He gets sideways, hits the 54 machine, hits the 43 machine. He goes sideways and around. And then there was this chaos everywhere. Took an onboard shot now from Stephen Gale on the number 8 machine. As he goes onto the apron, close to the 80 machine, so there's a 50 behind him. He goes right into the tire or water barriers. Hard hit for him. He's actually going to go on board now with Jeffrey Price to see. He went from second back to the pack to pretty much back up front in one corner. That's pretty much what we just witnessed. So he hits the outside wall. Doesn't hit nothing except the outside wall. Then you have both guys in front of him get sideways. He gets sideways again. They're all wrecking again. And now actually we're back live here as I'm still just amazed over this wreck. And back green flag now though. As you see Jerry Hager looks like he actually stayed out. 43 machine gets a little bit tight up in the 45 machine. Jeffrey Price are 3 wide going through the tri-oval. Oh, Kirk Mills into the grass on the dog leg. It was the 50 machine. George Garcia around and Sia Miguel tries to miss him. Oh, cracks. Oh, more contact. Oh my goodness. And more contact again. No caution flag has come out, which is amazing to me because we just had 3 cars wreck. No caution. Well, okay then. So we're taking a look back what happened to that. As you see, George Garcia just went into the corner. They're about to go 3 wide. Got inside the 4 machine. He goes sideways. Stephen Gale locks the trace, trying to miss him. Can't quite do it. Then actually overcorrects at the track. Gets T-boned by his teammate Sam Liotta. And then Sam Liotta is going around him, but more contact. No caution flag came out. And they're back underway and racing once again. So actually, I'm kind of really surprised no caution flag came out because 3 cars wrecked. But Jerry Hager currently hold on to the race lead ahead of Jeffrey Price right now. As Jeffrey Price now actually going down low to make him run for the lead. Actually backs out of it because he knows it's not going to work on the inside. Now work the way through the dog leg. The Price actually we got a little bit loose right there, hit the apron or something. Now on the outside wall in turn 3 again for the 3rd time now in the last like 10 laps. He's at the outside wall in turn 3, so tough break for him as you see everybody else in the back who got back going after the caution flag number came out. So now Kirk Mills moves himself up into 2nd position with J.R. Hager currently leading right now. As I see there's a 4 machine of Kirk Mills to the bottom. Looking for the race lead. Almost some contact before. Oh, 2 sideways. Jerry Hager saves it. Great save. Drifted the whole turn 4 pretty much. And now the 4 machine of Kirk Mills to his inside once again into turn 1. Jerry Hager carried the momentum off the corner. And holding up the race lead where Kirk Mills get it. Mills going to cut the dog leg right there. And now it looks like Jerry Hager sideways into turn 3 once again. Slides the racetrack. He'll lose 2nd position out of Russell Caney. Caney crossed him over, however. Caney crossed him over. Get it? No? Okay. I'm sorry. Jerry Hager down low. Oh, almost for contact right there. Into the left rear corner. Paying all of Russell Caney. And now this 54 machine down low. Air Professor Chess gets a little bit loose under braking. Almost gets to the side. Jerry Hager, great job to keep off of him. As going up front. There's a Price he fell way back actually, but currently up front. 45 machine. Side by side back here for 3rd is 54 versus Chess and Jerry Hager in the 02 machine. So he'll get clear, but Russell Caney now wants this race lead. He's going to try to take away now from Kirk Mills. They're side by side into turn 3. And again, almost some contact. Russell Caney actually lead that time by, I believe. It was very close to the line. Yes, indeed he did. So Russell Caney will get the lead away from Kirk Mills on the outside. He'll lead once again here at Phoenix. And now, interesting to see. This is actually Rich Jess gets around Jerry Hager for that 3rd position finally. Can Kirk Mills get run on it? Russell Kennedy gets clips the apron, gets sideways. Jerry Hager does the same. We have two different wrecks at the same time again. My goodness. These guys look to wreck at the same time. That was crazy. So to look back at what happened, once again, John Horn involved in another incident here, all by himself, but we saw Jerry Hager get sideways in front of him, so they both got sideways at the same time, but not involved, so not each other. So you see Jerry Hager gets sideways out of turn 4 and loses it pretty much. Already has a lot of damage. Already has kind of burnt up tires. Just gets loose out of 4, loops it around, backs it to the outside wall, and actually got it back going again. But then behind them, we actually saw the 14 of John Horn go around and get T-boned by Jeffrey Price. So you see right here, just gets loose into turn 3 under braking, just gets sideways and pretty much just loses it. So then overcorrects this a bit right here, goes up, hits the outside wall head on, goes back down the track, and over for Jeffrey Price to go, it locks it up, it's T-bones him, and then it's 14 backs into the wall. I took on board here from the 45 machine of Jeffrey Price's. This all happens right in front of him. You see right here, just sideways and bam, and he's gonna go high slide. We're gonna spin it on the track and then bang over to go. Tough for Jeffrey Price right there, but back up front now. I'm back live. Was Kenny Kern the race leader, but second place, Kirk Mills, that number 4 Hooters machine. I'm sure I'm getting a word with him here. Kirk Mills got a copy.
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, and currently, I think you're doing pretty good as well. We led 25 laps here so far. Currently riding in second place. If you just lost the lead there before the caution flag came out, doing a pretty good job. You've been consistently, I think, bottom at the fastest car right here tonight. So, how do you feel about your chances to win?
Well, I don't think I'm the fastest car. I'll tell you straightforward. I think Russell's got it. We all got the same car, different driver. He's pretty good with ramming people. He was doing that under caution a little while ago. I'm sure y'all got a pretty good image of that. But don't worry about that. I'll get him back later. I'll tell you this right now. The car's running real good. We're finishing right now, probably top 5 right now is what I'm seeing. Probably top 3. 54 is another guy who I'm worried about, but I'm sure we'll make it work. First, just real quick, I don't think I'd be able to do this without my 5-hour energy because, you know, like, I don't think I could race this with how many cautions we got. We expected this to last an hour. It's actually lasting like 5, so thank goodness I got my 5-hour energy.
Yeah, certainly, and yeah, you're currently in second. You saw a lot of guys that are really loose on their braking and get sideways off the corners even. So how are you kind of managing that? Are you kind of feeling that, or do you feel like you kind of actually gained time there?
Oh, so here's what I do. When you get into one right where I'm going now, on the inside there's a little camera that they used to put up back in 2008 called the Digger, and I always aim my left front at that. And as soon as you hit Digger, you're gonna get a heck of a run on the exit. Okay, Russell, get off me. But Digger, that's what gets you in turn 1. I'm not the best in 1. I can get them all in 3. I can't get them in 1. I got to get going green. So, yeah, thanks for the interview, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. I'll let you go and go look in the race.
Thanks, sir. Hey, tell Victoria I love her.
All right, 10-4.
Sounds good. All right.
I have to say, it's probably my best interview ever on iRacing before. Well, I'm gonna go back green flag here now. As the pace car gonna go back down on pit road. Those can't lead the field back to the green flag now.
Green flag.
And green flag's back out. We're back on the way here from Phoenix. And Kirk Mills helped to interview again because that was amazing. Is there almost like a contact now for the race leader right there though? And actually, George Garcia and Jerry Hager on the outside of Richard Chess for that third position, but now for the race lead, side by side through the trial will they go. And into turn 3 once again, the Ford machine on the outside. And actually, have the advantage off of turn 4. It looks like it gets a good run. Maybe even clear Russell Kennedy going into turn 1. Yes, indeed he does. So he's going to go into turn 1 here. Gets clear of the Eden machine. Russell Kennedy takes back the race lead. And now battle for third continues between George Garcia and Jared Hager. Jared gets a good run off of the corner. Looks like he actually might clear the 50 machine entering the dog leg right there. It's just I'm trying to follow through that spot. As Kirk Mills is a bit of an issue right there in turn 3. Maybe set up the track. We open the door for Russell Kane down low, but can't quite get the pass done. And now these guys racing side by side. There comes Jerry Hager in the O2 machine. Going to try to make some gains. The screen gets very tight. They're both checking up. Almost some contact. Nowhere for Jerry Hager to go. He just kind of has to pick a lane and stay behind the guy in front of him. He's going to fall Kirk Mills here into turn 3 as they both get a bit sideways right there. As now Russell Kane sets up the track. It's a bit sideways. I actually will lose that second position to Jerry Hager. So now I got Humperless Pizza chasing down at Hooters. Up front with Coca-Cola behind them and Red Bull. As a lot of contact with the wall right there at turn 2 for these guys. I think Kirk Mills got on that bit right there. Okay, got on the outside wall for sure. Now Jerry Hager down low to challenge for the race lead now. He'll actually take the race lead away from Kirk Mills. And Kirk Mills is going to try to pull the crossover into turn 1. He's going to go down low and try to get in there. Can't quite get down below the O2 machine to make the pass. The race lead. So now Jerry Hager actually going to pull away right now with the race lead. There's the first non-food sponsored car. Let me have some more back here. You got Lowe's and you got XO Terry guys. Stephen Gale on the outside wall on the turn 3. You got Pennsylvania. That's definitely not a food. You got something right there. Jerry Hager though currently out front and in the lead. I'm on the wrong driver here. There we go. To look back at the rest of the field from the race lead. Certainly a good spot to look back in the mirror for him. No pressure from behind and currently out front, so. As you see here, you hear right there the tires is squealing pretty much. Kind of like what we heard last week at USA actually. He actually hits the wall going into turn 1 on the straightaway right there. He's going to get a good arc through the corner. Maybe not. Gets tight on the exit right there. Maybe burn his tires up just a bit. He's going to let the rest of the field catch a little bit of time on him, but nothing too severe right there. As they're now going to come up here to lap 100 on the longest run of the night, I think, here. So far, I probably just jinxed it. And yes, they need that day. They go Stephen Gale around. Into the tire barriers, water barrels for the second time. Actually gets that number 8 Lowe's machine back going. No caution flag. Very surprised. I almost called that caution right there. I'm very surprised there's actually no caution. Look back what happened right there, though, as he gets into the water barriers for the second time here tonight. And I think he just got out from underneath it pretty much, so we saw earlier. Or actually, I clipped the apron instead of 43, clipped the apron from him. He clipped the apron and followed him up, but then into the water barriers. Again, just like a 360, 720, and gets it back going, gets the car back into gear, and continuing to roll away. So there you go. There you have it, but currently up front now. Jerry Hager hold on to the race lead ahead of Kirk Mills. Come to just 34 laps to go. 34 more miles around this Phoenix International Raceway. As right now, we're pretty much single file spread out, so hopefully we don't get no cautions. There's Jerry Hager currently up front in the lead. It's a little bit sideways off of turn 4, but nothing too severe. Also, Kenny also good, a little squirrely right there. So far, so good for that O2 machine, but here comes a hard charging Hooters Chevrolet. He wants to take that lead right back from Jerry Hager. As I'm hearing, word number 5 machine Sam Maleta has an engine issue. So for Andron Horn is actually 6 laps down, and it looks like he's actually pitting right here. Excuse me, that's actually number 8 machine Stephen Gale. Maybe some issues for him after he hit the water bars right there. I'm guaranteed a lot of front end damage to that number 8 machine, so he's probably coming down, use a fast repair, get that damage fixed before the engine starts blowing, because if you get a lot of damage in the hood, it kind of creates the engine to get a lot hotter, and then you kind of blow in your engine, so he's going to just kind of roll the pit road right there. It's nice and easy, so no rewards for him. Is all kind of power slider right there in turns 3 and 4. But nobody looped it right there. It's a good run by all of them. And they worked their way back into turn 1 here once again. Kirk Mills all over the bumper of Jared Hager, but gets tight off the corner, has it back out of it. As now Russell Kennedy gets a good run on the 4 machine for second place. As now the 4 machine gets a block, goes up the racetrack a little bit. He's actually going to hold on to the position, so that actually worked as Jared Hager now gets a little bit loose right there up ahead. Kind of fighting that wheel. So now Jared Hager, he wants to see these guys get side by side in that mirror behind him with just 3 laps to go here. They get side by side just like now. Gonna slow them both down. Now let Jared Hager pull even further away. So now here goes Russell Kennedy underneath Kirk Mills, who's side by side off of turn 2 down the back straightaway through the dog leg. And now into turn 3. Russell Kennedy still has that nose on the 4 of Kirk Mills. He actually gets a little bit loose sides of the racetrack and lets the 80 machine underneath him as there's contact, and around goes Kirk Mills. Caution flag comes out. Oh, and he gets hit by the 50 of George Garcia, who hits the wall, and actually Kirk Mills never spun that thing out. I gotta give a lot of credit to that 4 machine right there. Wow. Caution flag back out here once again for the 14th time here tonight. I mean, definitely not something we wanted to see, but that was just a lot of hard to race in, and Kirk Mills actually held on to that car, but caution flag came out because he was sideways in the racetrack, so iRacing does its thing. So that A machine just got really tight, got into left rear corner pin. Actually, I don't know if there's even a contact, maybe just arrow. And you see this machine get nowhere for him to go. Weird accident, I must say, very weird accident. And so we're actually gonna go on board now with the 80 machine of Russell Kennedy. We saw the 4 machine kind of go wide there. He kind of cut down, got a good arc actually on the outside. The 80 Russell Kennedy just got super tight, got into the left rear of the 4 of Kirk Mills, and there was, oh wow, hard hit. He actually didn't hit anything until that contact happened, so. Take a look here from the chopper camera at the 4 machine slide here. So you see, he just kind of goes a little bit wide, gets a good arc. 80 machine comes to apron, maybe got a little bit loose, got into the side of the 4 of Kirk Mills. He actually keeps the car from hitting anything in order for George Garcia to go. He actually hits the inside wall after the fact twice, so. Look right for him as I go on board with him now. You see all what happened in front of him. So you see up ahead of him, you see this 4 machine go a little bit wide. He kind of arcs it, gets a good arc. The 80 machine go up. There's contact. Round goes Kirk Mills, goes down the track and right in the path. George Garcia nowhere to go. Plows in the back of him, hits the inside wall, spins it around. Then hits the inside wall really once again. So tough break for that Red Bull Chevrolet, but he'll usually know faster better because I think that going underway is actually, you see there, Stephen Gale got the damage all fixed on that number 8 machine. So he'll actually probably get his lap back here, but there's your Hager. Currently in the race lead, so. There's actually, we're going to bring in Samuel here. Samuel, I got a copy.
I copy you pretty good.
So our first career start here in the BHR Jimar Management Series. A little bit of a tough break for you. Having to put it behind the wall with a blown motor. It sounds like gonna involve quite a few incidents. This, of course, weren't your fault, but that's just part of racing. Just talk about your race, man.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I was having trouble through the entire race. Literally lap 1, just spun out and just kind of spun out every lap since, in a way. But pretty much just seems like every time there was a wreck, I was caught in it. But it just kind of, when I collided with Steve a couple laps ago, that's kind of what did it. And when I was coming around, the engine just kind of blew up on us and just had to bring it in.
Yeah, certainly, and a tough break for you, of course. Your first career start on the way you want to start off. But how do you feel about next week when we go to Watkins Glen?
I will not be able to make it, unfortunately. I would love to, though. But maybe that will be. There's a good possibility, though.
Alrighty, well, appreciate your time here, Sam, and talk to you later.
No problem. Have a good day.
Alright, that was the number 5 machine of Sam Loera. Now, I accidentally screw up stuff here. Because, of course. There we go. Alright. Like live here now is the 4 machine of Kirk Mills to the inside of Jared Hager. Actually chose the restart on the outside lane with just 25 laps to go here from Phoenix. Pace car turned down on the pit lane here once again. There it goes. Green flag gonna be displayed here. Green flag is out back on the way here from Phoenix. So a great restart with a 4 of Kirk Mills on the inside, door to door with Jared Hager's going to turn 1. A little bit of bump in there from the 80 of Russell Kennedy. As the former, she gets very tight, almost in the left for corner panel of Jared Hager, but they managed to keep off each other. And now Jared Hager actually gets clear of Kirk Mills. Going to turn 3, but here comes Kirk Mills down low. This is making contact now behind him for 3rd, but side by side for the race lead. Jared Hager has to give room. And now Kirk Mills actually will take that spot away from Jared Hager. There's just 24 laps to go here. Here comes Russell Kennedy trying to make a move on these guys. They're side by side for 4th now behind them. Jeffrey Price to the inside of Richard Chest, but up front. Actually, that spot up front. Jared Hager gets right late on the brakes and almost gets in the back of Kirk Mills right there going into turn 1, but managed to hold on to it. Excuse me, turn 3. It's clear of Russell Kennedy to hold on to 2nd position, coming out of turn 4, and now goes into the corner, gets in the back of Kirk Mills. Very lately, Russell Kennedy's last of the track, into the outside wall. Oh, and the wreck up front! Big wreck! Jeffrey Price involvement, it just started to out-tune the 4 machine. Not quite sure what happened as he looked away. And now they're making some contact after the caution as their temper's flaring here just a bit. Some short track racing is what you kind of expect. And they're going to see more retaliation for Jared Hager. Not happy at each other as they're battling hard for the race lead with just about 25 laps to go, and there was contact, and they went around. So it's more retaliation of Jared Hager. He almost went in for the pit remover right there, but decided to back out of it. We'll let us all sort it out here until we go back to look at the replays. See exactly what happened right there. You're going to see, will there be more contact, or these guys finally sorted it out. Looks like you're here and go for the bump again. And now we're falling down a pit lane where we might just see the pit maneuver, maybe not. Alright, well now we can look at the LC replay to see exactly what happened here. Between these two, to cause all this retaliation after the fact. So they go into turn 1 here, Jared Hager. I don't know if it happened right here. No, it actually was the next lap after this. So, see right here, goes in the corner. Don't know if he got in the back of him or not. And looks like, oh yeah, he slipped the track, got a left for corner panel and turned around the 4 machine. And there goes Jeffrey Price. There's Richard Chest going around. Steve Gale did a great job to miss that. Richard actually got into the left for corner panel of him and turned himself around, trying to miss the 54 machine, or excuse me, the 45 machine, I believe. So that was very interesting. We saw Russell Kennedy hit the outside of the wall by himself behind them, but now we're going to go on board now with Jared Hager and the 02 machine, who made the contact with the number 4 machine for the race lead. Actually, there's no contact going into the corner, but then come out of the corner, gets on the gas, just gets in the left for corner, but hooks him into the wall. And then you see the 45, and actually the 54 machine. It was 54, my apologies. And then all that happened after. So it seems like these guys have separate wrecks. It's interesting. I've never really seen a whole ton of that. You know, it's very interesting. But going into the corner, you just see Jared Hager didn't actually. I don't think he touched him, but then he came out of the corner here and got a left for corner panel up right there, kind of bad angle. But yeah, just got a left for corner panel. Kind of misjudged when he should get back on the gas. Got into left for corner panel. Jeffrey Price goes on by, gets into him, then goes to the 54 machine. Also, Kennedy, who actually hit the wall going into the corner in 3rd and full back to 5th, got back up the race lead before the caution came out. That's the 43 machine going around to Stephen Gale, doing a nice job. George Garcia gets into contact with Stephen Gale, goes around. So, crazy. But I indeed believe, I indeed do believe, I finally get that right, 3rd time's the charm, I guess. Russell Kennedy goes into the corner, he's currently the race leader, I believe. He goes sideways into the outside wall. Then gets passed by Jeffrey Price and Richard Chest before getting back the race lead right here. Actually got hit by a 45, 54 machine, sorry. completely chaotic. So then we can look back here at the retaliation by Kirk Mills, who's obviously not exactly happy after he was in the race lead, and then, I mean, basically got dumped. So you see him brake and then turn out the rank, get himself turned around off Jerry Hager, and then kind of making more contact. Jerry Hager come back with the retaliation and kind of kept bumping him over and over and over again. So all of that happens there, but back live here now. Actually, go back to the restart now. Jeffrey Price will flew back to the green flag here, coming up to just 16 laps to go. As you see Stephen Gale Caney right there. So Jeffrey Price will flew back to the green flag. Pace car is in, back green flag here from Phoenix. Jeffrey Price on the gas. And will there be any contact and wrecking into the corner? Russell Caney goes up the track, gets a little bit loose there. He's going to lose a couple of positions now to the 43. Is contact out of the corner. They're 3 wide for second. As you see, Miguel actually will prevail for the most part out of that. Never mind, Russell Caney will actually get that spot back. Now he's going to start the racetrack though. You're going to see Miguel back with a run on the inside. Can't quite get it done now. Russell Caney get the race lead, second place away. As I see Kirk Mills trying to regain a drive position he lost right there. As now all the 43, Ryan Flanagan has issues, goes up the racetrack into the outside wall in turn 2. And there was Kirk Mills down low on Richard Chest for that 4th position. Looks like he'll be able to take that spot away going into turn 3. Now up next is the 8 machine of Stephen Gale. Can he hold off the 4? Or what's exactly what happened there? It's actually 4 machine not even clear of Richard Chest yet apparently. Across that finish line. Into turn 1. The 4 machine trying to hold on to that spot for all it's worth. Actually will do a nice job. Get the grip on the outside and hold him off. But Jeff Price, teammates with Ryan Worley, finished like last, pretty much on pace on lead lap. Anyhow, last week it's actually looks like he's in contention to win this week. So, and it's over. However, we're coming up to 14 laps to go this time by. We're the race leader now. Jeff Price, we're going to go on a couple laps on board with him. Gosh, Flank's back out here at Phoenix. Look back at what exactly happened here. Bring out the 16th caution flag of the night. Trying to find it. Oh, I found it. 43 machine goes around out of turn 2. Bring out 16th caution flag of the night. He just got loose like 4 machine too earlier. He's actually had this happen to him now twice, and this is the 3rd time. Gets loose and spins it, locks it down, doesn't hit anything, but no, bring out the caution flag nevertheless. And now this leads up to pretty much a fuel lap shootout here. There's actually see some cars pitting here. Jerry Hager, Ryan Flanagan, he'll pit. Actually, all the leaders looks like that kind of pit road, or not. Never mind. Just trying to catch up the field. So there's Jerry Hager. And his pit stop, Russell Caney. Right there, Jeffrey Price calling the race leader. Let me see here if we can get him to the LCTV broadcast booth. Jeffrey Price, got a copy.
Yes, sir.
So Jeffrey Grant leading here. We're coming up to just 10 laps to go. Your teammate Ryan Worley didn't make it here tonight, but he won last week, so you're trying to go back-to-back for your team here tonight at Phoenix. Gonna be pretty hard. They got a lot of fast guys behind him. Do you think you can hold him off for the win?
I'm going to do the best I can. It's been kind of a rough night for us. Been wrecked a couple times, and I've caused getting into the wall once. So I'm doing the best I can. Hopefully I can hold them off.
Yeah, some are pretty wild out there. Seeing a lot of cautions, as you know, of course. Do you feel like maybe there's some areas that, maybe other guys get loose or able to gain, or just kind of how do you feel compared to the rest of them?
Well, I'm doing the big thing that I see other people doing is charging the corners too much. I'm trying to back mine up a little bit. That way, I don't get loose. That's the biggest thing, is to back up the corners.
Alrighty, we're going to restart right here with less than 10 laps to go. Jeffrey Price will be trying to hold off the rest of the field, so good luck out there.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for broadcasting.
Alrighty, that is Jeffrey Price, current race leader here. Only led 2 laps so far here tonight, but leading at the end is when it counts. But to be honest, the way this race is gone, I wouldn't put it past anybody or anything to happen. You never know if that's over for much, as the quote by Richard Petty stands here tonight. But Russell Gainey's also had a fast car, been up front all night. He's currently right there in second. Stephen Gale, who's hit the tire barriers, or water barriers, twice. He's currently in third. I'm not going to let him down. I'm going to pick him out for the race, too. It's actually looks like they're going to get stacked up double final once again, which means these guys will be taking the green flag and restarting with just less than, 9 laps to go. So we'll go back green. So 9 lap shootout here. Of course, if the caution flag comes out with 5 or less laps to go, the race will end. The race will end under caution. So gonna be interesting to see what exactly happens here, if we have another caution before then, or if we end up having a couple laps of green and then we end up getting a caution to end it. It's not gonna be interesting, but nevertheless, Jeffrey Price will lead the field to the green flag. And again, his teammate Ryan Worley missed the start of the race by just a few minutes, actually, and he won last week at USA, so he's going to try to go back-to-back and carry the team. Jeffrey Price will be in that number 45 Office Depot Chevrolet. So pace car going to make the whole turn down onto pit lane here for the 16th time tonight. Pace car raises in. Jeffrey Price to the field, back to the green flag here now. Green flag is out and back on the way here. There's a good run now into the corner. Turn 1 gets a little bit sideways. He goes sideways. Overcorrects. Oh, hard hit.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
And we heard him say he was backing his corners up and trying to not get loose. And that's not exactly what happened there. Tough break for Russell Gainey and Jeffrey Price right there. Eleanor wrecking again. The 43 machine, more contact with Jeffrey Price. My goodness. There's the 80 machine all blown up. I'm not even sure that some of these guys have the fastest pairs left. They've wrecked quite a few times. Wow. Take a look back at what happened right there as hard racing for race lead, less than 10 laps to go. We knew it was going to be pretty crazy with a restart, and just got loose under braking right there. Jeffrey Price, all it took, got into the corner, got sideways on him, and he knew how much was on the line. He needed to save the car, and he tried correcting it, just turned to the right a little bit too much, and of course nowhere else came to go. Hits the wall, hard hit that safety barrier, and you see George Garcia got a piece of it. Then after the fact, we saw the 43 machine go around. Actually, 54 machine went sideways down into Jared Hager. They wrecked on the backstretch after the caution flag was already out. And you see the 43 get into him, then go down. He actually hit the gas, went around, and then looped it back down low right in the path of Jeffrey Price. Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to go on board now with Jeffrey Price from the race lead. That's where it all started. And of course, when he gets sideways and wrecks and just caught it, overcracked, tough break, hard hit to the wall, nowhere for anyone else to go. And then they racked up ahead of them for some reason. Still trying to figure out exactly what happened there. 54 machine went around. Try to see what happened with him as you see him all wreck ahead. As 45 goes to the 80 machine, bounce up the wall. Oh, he got caught in the right rear, and that kind of just caused me a little bit sideways as they got into Jared Hager, overcorrected at the outside wall, then gets hit by the 43 of Ryan Flanagan, then hits the gas trying to get back going, spins the car around, goes back down the track and in front of Jeffrey Price, already wrecked. So then we got another hard hit right there. Craziness. Look now from the chopper camera. What exactly happened here? So yeah, we already know pretty much what happened, but just Jeffrey Price, maybe the pressure got to him, and just got loose on the brake, and we've seen a lot of guys do that tonight. Nothing new. Overcorrect, faced at Russell Gainey. Unfortunately, it's a lot of guys right there. And then they'll spin up ahead of him. You see the 54 Richard Chess go around and then gets T-boned by the 43, then loops it himself, trying to get back going, and then goes down the track. But now this will lead to, as you can see, a hard hit right in the jar, so door right there. But this will now lead to a restart with less than 5 laps to go. In which case means caution flag comes out, race will be over. We're going to try to get a quick word in here with Stephen Gale. Stephen, got a copy?
10-4.
So Stephen currently leading here with the restart, so I'll let you go shortly. But currently leading, do you feel like you have a shot to win the race? I kind of find yourself in a pretty good position right now.
I'm gonna be honest, probably not. I know everyone else, I know Kirk is especially faster, and I'm probably most likely gonna botch up turn 1. But other than that, if we get a caution, I'll be happy.
Yeah, so caution flag comes out, race ended on caution. So I find myself in a good position after coming off a good 3rd place finish last week. So wish you the best of luck and talk to you later.
Oh, thank you.
It looks like the 43 machine is kind of trying to pull a Herbie move right on the outside, but it doesn't look like it's really working. But Steve McGill, number 8 machine, will lead the field back to the green flag with just 4 laps to go now. The caution flag comes out once again. Race will be over, so we're interested to see. Will Stephen Gale get on the gas? Green flag is out. We're backing away here from Phoenix. It's a good restart on the outside for the most part. It's the 4 of Kirk Mills. He wants to win this race badly. Is it going into the corner? Stephen Gale gets sideways. Here goes the racetrack into the outside wall. Contact made. Will they wreck? That's the question. Now Richard Chest on the outside for the race lead as Jared Hager is sideways back in the pack. Stephen Gale hold on to the race lead for all it's worth. Coming to 3 laps to go. Will we see the caution flag end the race or not? As there they go, they're wrecking! When will the caution flag come out? Is that Richard Chest on the inside of Stephen Gale for the race lead? Stephen Gale gets tight, goes up the racetrack. Side by side to the dog leg, no caution flag because the wreck in the back. The race for the lead continues now. Here comes Stephen Gale with a bumper to the back of the 54 machine. He sends it up the racetrack. Down low, here comes Stephen Gale for the race lead. There's contact. 8 machine gets sideways. That loses the spot at the Russell Caney. 2 laps to go. Russell Caney now into P2. This is the last opportunity for a caution flag to come out. You see red cars up ahead. As now Stephen Gale gets very sideways in front of Jared Hager right there in 3rd. But up front, Richard Chess. Here comes Russell Caney. He won at Daytona earlier this year. Can he get a 2nd victory on the season? He's got to hunt down that 54 machine first, though. As you see, blowing up cars up ahead, but nothing to worry about for race leader. One more time around here from Phoenix. Can Russell Caney get a good enough run on Richard Chest? Not look like he'll be able to do it. Jared Hayes hits the wall trying to go for 3rd on Stephen Gale. And that will cut through the grass a little bit there. Russell Caney, last corner. Will we see anything to happen? 54 Richard Chest, nicely cleaning through the corner. He'll actually come off turn 4. And he'll be your winner here from Phoenix. Russell Caney will finish 2nd. Stephen Gale in 3rd. Jared Hayes coming across the line. This is the car in reverse. He'll finish 5th as John Horn actually not finishes. Oh, big wreck. Oh my goodness. Kirk Mills lands it, finishes the race. Well, that was amazing. I am speechless, to say the least. As Richard Fletcher will burn it down here. Richard Chess will burn it down here on the front stretch. Back to the inside wall to pass post-race inspection. Of course. Classic. They're going to celebrate here in the front stretch of a hard-fought victory. What an insane race and finish. He's going to go around. And I would say the pole's victory lap is going around the correct direction. So I guess he wants to clean all that just for the fun of it. He's just going to go on the inside wall, so he'll probably come up. Now, I'm actually curious to see what happened there. Is about, As I just realized, I left the replay up. Oh, my apologies. I left the replay up instead of the actual broadcast. So my apologies there greatly. But we take a look back at what happened. The recap pretty much for you. You heard me commentating it. Stupid. I know. Alright, well, there's Stephen Gale gets going. And, yeah, pretty much to get side by side. It looks like actually, right here, out of the corner, see Jerry Hager sideways in the trial right there. But then back here, back in the pack, they had a wreck somewhere. Oh, it's George Garcia actually clipped the apron, trying to get around, overcorrects, hit the outside wall hard. No caution flag actually came out for it. There you also see the four machine of Kirk Mills into the outside wall. He also clipped the apron, got sideways, and hit the outside wall. And then back up front, you got Super Fletcher. He went around Stephen Gale right here. Stephen Gale tries to come for a crossover. Gets underneath the 54 machine. Gets sideways. Gets into him a little bit. Gets sideways. Then not over for Russell Kennedy really to gain enough time on it. And then you see Jerry Hager go sideways right here. Hits the outside wall. Then goes to the grass. And then turn 4. He ends up spinning the outside wall head on. Completely wrecks. And so this guard in reverse is then he backs up, across the finish line 4th. Good job. Finishes the race. Loops it. Gets hit by the 4 machine. Hard hit. Kirk Mills. Is the skateboard right at the wall right there. And Jerry Hager swings back into him just for the fun of it. And they all wreck. Pretty much. Well, after an insane race, we're going to now officially pull it to the end. As, you see 54 machine of Richard Chest, but finishing third here to the name of the Buckets booth, Stephen Gale. Actually, first we're gonna get an interview here with Kirk Mills. As he wants to get an interview in here, so we're from the broadcast booth. Kirk Mills, got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
So pretty out there tonight. Of course, you ended up finishing. Looks like 6th place here tonight, so just shot of the top 5. But just talk about race and what you I guess want to say.
I'll tell you right now, man, that last restart was absolute garbage. That you all saw that 8 car, he was like partying over there inside the pace car like an absolute just like disrespectful son of a you know what. And I'll tell you what, I mean, I gotta thank all my sponsors though, like Caterpillar, Nextel, Mountain Dew, DuPont, Lowe's, Home Depot, Kodak Instruments, UPS, Tidal, Gillette, Kellogg's, Viagra, DeWalt, Budweiser, Trojan, a bunch of other great guys who helped me get to this position and deal with that 8 car who's an absolute imbecile. And that 80 car was a piece of garbage too, but I gotta say, he ended up getting pretty good. I was hoping he wrecked that the leader on the last bit for because he's crazy and they're both crazy, so I thought they wrecked each other out. But let's just say that this Chevy that they don't run anymore is terrible today, just running terrible. Setup's terrible. Right front tire went all the way down to 87. I tell you right now, that was the worst race I ever ran. But I still did decent throughout the whole thing, and I just say yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. It really ticks me off.
Yeah, I saw you and Jerry Hager get a bit of a fight there also after you got turned with the race lead and you weren't really able to recover, unfortunately. You saw the record course cross the finish line. Just talk about what happened there and what your differences were between the two of you.
Oh, he ain't worth talking about. That 0-2, I'll tell you right now, he ain't worth it. I'll make sure that I'll get him next week. We already talked about it. It seemed like after the race, though, he gave me a good push towards back to the pit stall after I ran into him again because I hate him. But we'll see what happens. This is more like a Kyle Busch versus everyone. I'm Busch, so I just hate everybody right now.
All right.
I made a damn mistake.
Alrighty, well, we're going to let you go here, Kirk, and have a good night.
Yeah, you too, man. Thank you.
Alright, that was our 6th place finish, I believe, here. Yeah, it was 6th-place finisher. So now I'm going to get in a word with your 3rd-place finisher tonight, Stephen Gale, in the number 8 machine. Stephen Gale, Lewis Graham, LCP Broadcast, please got me.
I got you loud and clear.
So, unfortunately for you, you didn't get the caution you wanted for the victory there, but still another podium finish, actually back-to-back 3rd-place finishes for you here tonight at Phoenix. We saw him wrecking out there at turn 4, but no caution flag was displayed, and you kind of got squirrely there underneath the 4 machine. You weren't really able to recover for it, unfortunately, but good 3rd-place finish and good run for you here tonight. Just talk about your race and what you saw from your perspective.
Oh man, the cars were squirrely loose the whole night, and man, it was hard to drive. If you didn't, after a while, I got hung of it, especially after a long run, the car got tight. But yeah, I was hoping for that caution, but yeah, I just got really loose, like coming to the near the end. I overdrove the car, but you know what? Top 3 is top 3. I'll take it.
Yeah, especially a good run for you after you crashed into the water barriers twice. I did not miss that. So, pretty well there tonight. Of course, we had a lot of cautions. Definitely not something we all wanted to see, of course, but it happens as it usually does at Phoenix and iRacing. So 17 caution flags of the night. You guys certainly dealt with that. How was the tire strategy out there? As you know, we had a lot of cautions, not a lot of green flag runs. Did you guys pit a lot? And did you kind of just deal with the cautions?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Tire strategy, in my opinion, didn't really exist because of all those cautions. And yeah, I guess I was just really thirsty for the water barrels. But other than that, yeah, nothing. No really strategy really played a part in that race, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were like you wanted to go down pit really that badly. That's why you spun down there. You needed to quit. But anyway, I'm not gonna let you down for that. So a good 3rd place finish for you tonight. Any shots you want to give?
Oh, I want to give a shout out to Russell for hosting this league. Everyone who raced today, bigger turnout than last weekend. The racing wasn't bad. Wish there we didn't have all that caution. Other than that, I want to thank everyone who turned out.
I appreciate your time here, Steven, and have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Alrighty, that was your 3rd place finisher tonight, Stephen Gale, number 8 machine. Now your league owner and runner-up finisher tonight, Russell Kenny, for the 2nd time this season. He's going to come 2nd. Russell Kenny, got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
So for a pretty wild night out there, of course, as we saw. You ended up finishing tonight here in your second place finish this season. So now you have, I think you finished 2nd last week, didn't you, too?
Last week I don't think I finished 2nd. I think I finished like 5th or 6th.
Okay, so yeah, again, a 3rd top 2 finish for you, I guess, here tonight as you came first in the 2nd Daytona race, and you came 2nd in the first one, and our 2nd place finish here tonight. In a late race restart, of course, we knew it was going to be pretty wild. You saw our car spinning, getting the wall. It was just very loose and tight out there, we saw. But just how did you deal with the traffic and the wrecks that you got involved there, and as you saw the 45 machine, and you made contact with the race lead with the restart before that? So how were you able to rebound and finish 2nd here tonight?
Well, it's a shame that I couldn't get my car in victory lane, but it was just hard racing, and congratulations to Richard Chest for winning this race tonight. But hopefully next week we'll go at it and we'll get him again. Yeah,
certainly. And next week, Watkins Glen, we head to the first road course of the season. How do you feel about that one?
I'm not feeling too confident because it's going to be a long race, and I won't be getting sore and tired probably towards the end of it. But I'm just going to try my best to get out there and get a 2nd win.
Certainly. And any shots we'll give you for your run-up finish?
I just want to give a big shout out to the people that are watching tonight, and I want to make sure that Genmar Management gets the right shout outs as well, because if they didn't pay for this tonight, then they wouldn't be a big part of this league, and it's just, I gotta thank them for everything they're doing for us.
Yeah, certainly. And I appreciate your time here, Russell, and have a good night.
You too.
All right, that's your run finisher tonight, Russell Kane, number 80 machine. But now your race winner, 54 machine of Richard Chess. We're to the broadcast booth. Richard Chess, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So Richard Chess, pick up here with the first win for you of the season. After only leading 3 laps, so pretty pretty good charge to the back of the field at the front for you. It kind of came out of nowhere there at the end, actually, and stole that victory away. But definitely had to work hard for it all race long. We saw a lot of carnage. I guess you could call it pretty much 17 caution flags on the night. And a couple late race restarts that kind of worked out perfectly for you. As you saw, the first one we had a wreck, and the second one you were able to get around the 8 machine of Stephen Gale. So great run for you. Pick up the win here tonight. Andy, anything you want to say?
Not really. I fight in the car all night, pretty much.
Yeah, so a lot of guys are really loose when they hit the gas and when they even hit the brakes. It seemed like a little bit of struggle out there to try to keep your car under control, and we decided even to go around for a couple spins there. But we managed to use the fastest pairs and work it all correctly to finish on top here tonight. Any shots we'll give here if you win? Any shots we'll give here if you win?
Nah.
Alrighty, well, appreciate your time here, Richard. Congrats on the win, and have a good night.
You too.
Alright, that was your race winner here tonight, Richard Chess, the 54 machine. But as I want to wrap things up here tonight on LCTV, let's take a look at your results here, top to bottom. So, finishing first here tonight, Richard Chess, first career victory this season. Russ Caney will finish second for the second time this season after coming second in the season opener at Daytona. And then winning the race after that. Stephen Gale, back-to-back third place finishes here tonight. John Horn will rebound to finish fourth. He was involved in a lot of the crashes there. It's a good rebound for him. Jerry Hager picks up the top 5 after leading quite a few laps here. Kirk Mills and the O2 machine also has some issues there, but Kirk Mills, he'll finish 6th after having a pretty good performance here tonight. George Garcia, last car on a lead lap in 7th. Ryan Flanagan has some issues there. He finishes 8th in the number 43 machine. Jeffrey Price, talked to him earlier before he ended up accidentally getting salvaged into turn 1, overcorrected, and was leading with just 9 laps to go. So he's going to finish 9th, or 9 laps down, actually 9th. And then Samuel had to make his first career start in 10th, onto the top 10. He's 46 laps down. Bob Mertz, 74 laps down. Andrew Singleton, the pole sitter, actually finishes in 12th, 95 laps down. And First Hofstetter, 136 laps down. So that'll do it here for us tonight on LCTV. Let's give big shout out to Genmar Management Series for broadcasting here on Bonehead Racing League. Only current sponsor right now, but also like to mention some upcoming broadcasts. Tomorrow night's National Motorsports Xfinity Series heads to back to Michigan. Actually, there was a poll created for Road America versus Michigan. Michigan's currently winning, so I'm just gonna come out and say it's Michigan. So yeah, tomorrow night we're gonna head back to Michigan, see if Jim Mott can carry the momentum that he's had, and also the speed he had at the first Michigan race this season to try to win there as well. And of course, Tuesday night, TBR Truck Series should return. Last 2 weeks have actually happened, Auto Club and Kansas. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough competitors, only 5 racers in each, so it wasn't enough competitors to make it broadcasted. So hopefully we get enough people this week to have that broadcasted. But then actually on Wednesday nights, we're doing the same thing I did last week. You can actually come out and watch me race on the iRacing Esports Network, broadcasted by RaceSpot TV. I'll be racing in the NASCAR Ignite Series, the 13 to 16-year-old age range. That's Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you come out and watch that. I'll be typing in chat, and while I sit there and watch some of the heat races, I actually did that last week as well. So you can see me there this week. Next week is an off week, and then 2 weeks after that, you can also see me as well. Then if I make it to the final, it'll be also the week after that. But so yeah, come watch me Wednesday night. And then of course next week, Bonehead Racing goes to Watkins Glen, the first road course. We turn left and right, of course, at that road course in New York. So make sure you watch that 8 p.m. Eastern as always. So appreciate you all watching here tonight. Hope you have a lovely Saturday night, and LCTV signing out.